Who's there? Hey, you! You wanna collect some stickers? What? You know. No, really, what are you talking about? Look into my phone. What is that? Well, ho, funny you ask. Quid is an app where you can open packs, collect hella cool stickers, GIFs/gifts, cards, and 3D figures for free. Who doesn't like free, right? Quid also has thousands of exclusive free stickers that you can use to text and trade with your friends. From Game of Thrones to Rick and Morty and even Fallout. Freaking love Fallout. You know what's even better? You can collect CypherDen stickers. Just look, it's so cute. Let's open this pack. So cute. Now you can send your friends stickers of your favorite YouTuber, Cypherden. Anyways, you can get Quid at quid.cypherden.com. Links in the description down below. Because if you're anything like me, you're probably always looking for the best image to express your current emotions without having to use words. Thanks to Quid for sponsoring this video because let's be real, without them I'd probably be eating ramen noodles every day for the next month. So, thanks. Hey guys, my name is CypherDen and today we're talking about one of the weirdest dreams I've ever had. You know, one of those dreams that you're not really sure whether it's real or not. I went to an art college where I ended up having to take 11 classes in one semester. That means I usually had to be in school from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 5 times a week. On top of that, I had art projects, homeworks, and papers to write. At least once a week, I'll have to pull an all-nighter just to get everything done. My brain was beyond fried. I swear, you could probably see fumes coming out of my head. One day after pulling an all-nighter and coming back from school, I visited my boyfriend George. We hung out for a bit and I slowly started to realize that I was way too tired to even function as a human being. My brain was technically mashed potatoes at this point, and not the good ones with sour cream either. George went downstairs so I can take a nap in peace in the guest room. I laid down and fell asleep right away. It kind of felt like I was shot with a tranquilizer gun. I knocked out within seconds. I did eventually wake up and it felt weird. I've had sleep paralysis before. It would always be 3 dark figures in front of my immobilized body while I'm trying to scream for help. My sister usually hears me when I'm having sleep paralysis, and you're probably thinking, oh hey Den, that's amazing. She's probably there to help you out and bam, everything's peachy. But no. My sister is terrified of ghosts. So she goes, no, I'm not gonna risk getting haunted by a ghost to save you. Sorry. But it was different this time. There was no fear, no dark objects, and I was able to move. But I knew I wasn't awake. I turned around and there I was sleeping on the bed. But at the same time, I wasn't really in my body. I was just kind of there floating around. I didn't know what was going on. I freaked out, so I decided to look for George. Like, am I dead? Did I die? How did that happen? I went downstairs and I found him cooking in the kitchen. I tried to talk to him, but I guess he couldn't hear me. I tried yelling at him, but nothing. I tried to touch him, but I couldn't. I didn't understand why. He just didn't know that I was there. Wow, I'm actually a ghost. I wonder what kind of pranks I could pull. Eventually, I had this terrible feeling sinking in, like something bad was about to happen. So I decided to go back. But when I got there was a big dark figure standing in the corner of the room by the closet door. Slowly going towards my sleeping self, the shadow got bigger and bigger. I was right about ready to book it. But then I realized my sleeping body can't go anywhere. I am so screwed. The room got darker and darker the closer the shadow got to my sleeping body. And again, I was ready to book it, but more and more shadows came. That's it. I'm going to die today. If I wasn't already a ghost, I'm going to die again today. It felt like I couldn't move. All the shadows were drawn to me. The closer they got, the more of this feeling of danger came over me. I had to protect myself. So I snapped out of it and booked it into my body. And the moment that I did, I woke up. I was so freaked out that I grabbed everything that I owned and ran downstairs looking for George. I figured he'd probably be downstairs playing his Xbox or something. But no. Guess what he was doing? Exactly. Just like in my dream, I found him in the kitchen making food. After I calmed down a bit, I explained to George exactly what happened, and he eventually told me that the closet door I mentioned actually led to the attic. And this guy said, what? On top of it all, a man actually passed away in their house before they moved in. This is how people die in movies, because their boyfriend or girlfriend don't tell them anything. I eventually had more dreams like this, but I decided to stop roaming around and kind of just stick by my sleeping body instead of just abandoning it. I didn't really know how to explain what happened or what was going on or what to even call it until months and months later. George and I went to the theaters to watch a movie called Insidious, in which the whole movie is actually based on this whole idea, and it's called astral projection or out-of-body experience. Yep, I had an out-of-body experience without knowing what it was. How any of that is possible is beyond me, but it happened, and it was absolutely terrifying. In all honesty, I much prefer having lucid dreams where I can actually control what's going on, where I can try to fly anywhere and everywhere in my dreams. If you enjoyed that video, make sure you hit that like button and make some fire glitter. If you had any weird dreams like that or an out-of-body experience, let me know in the comments down below, so I don't feel like a weirdo. Also, don't forget, we have a vlog channel now. Thanks again to Quid for sponsoring this video, and with that said, I'll see you guys later. Happy holidays and bye-bye-bye!